Auburn is playing for a championship, and we're celebrating. Cheers
to your Auburn Tigers.
Thank you.
To your Auburn Tigers. We were debating on how many times Taylor would forget that she's holding the microphone during this interview.
A lot.
Yeah.
Hey, support too.
Tell them where we just came from.
We just came from Bridgestone Arena, and we spent a little time in the locker room with. We actually got to talk to a lot of the players after the game.
Tell them who all we talked to.
We started with Trey Donaldson. We went to Janai Broom. We went to Jalen Williams. We went to Dylan Gardwell, Chad Baker, Missouri. Is that it? Did I hit them all?
All that is coming up. All that's coming up on our social media platform.
It's
some
out.
Some of it's all out.
Every interview that we did is on YouTube. It's compiled into one video. But clips will be sent out on social media after we finish this live stream.
Yep. So basically, you can go into the locker room with us right now on our YouTube channel. Just go and hear every bit of our interview as we interact. The good questions, the bad questions, it's all right there for you as we go into the Auburn locker room after the win. A little choked up there from our Bud Light. 73-66, Auburn wins it. We're about halftime, if you're watching this on replay, of Texas A&M beating the eyes out of Florida right now, 40-24 as we speak. Some of you are watching that one, you'll catch this on replay. But we're glad to have you along. We'll get to some chats. But first, let me say thank you to Autograph. Autograph the app. They're bringing you all of our coverage. You can tell it's a sunny day. We're out in the park across the street from Bridgestone today. Because we don't want to get kicked off of the property across the street where we did it last night, where security guard guy came out and said, get the hell off our property. But Autograph will get you in the game. Great tickets, even to the SEC tournament. All you have to do is download the Autograph app, use the code TNR, and it's absolutely free. It's basically your email address and the TNR code, and it's free. If you're an Auburn fan, you put in Auburn as your favorite team, and it fills up your timeline with Auburn content. If you're an Alabama fan, you do that. Tennessee fan, pick your school, and it's all right there with our friends at Autograph. Autograph app in your app store, or that QR code in the corner. Thank you for the coverage, and thank all of you for downloading the Autograph app.
All right, let's hit the chat room. Richard says, congrats to Auburn. Coming from a Bama fan, enjoy it, little T. I appreciate that. That is being a very good sport. My cousin-in-law, I don't know how that works. My cousin's wife, I just call her my cousin, but she is a big Bama fan. She actually cheered at Alabama, I don't know what years, but she's older than me. And she texted our family last night after the end of the Bama game and said, now let's just try and keep the championship in the state. And my sister's husband, so my brother-in-law, after that was like, Allie, what are you doing?
Allie, what are you doing? She's even named after the school, Allie.
Yeah.
Alabama. Alabama.
We should have brought 2 mics. I'm bad at this.
No, you're not. I'm loud.
But she was, yeah, so I just appreciate you for being a good sport. Troy says I had to use a defibrillator. I had to have a defibrillator used on me 3 times, at least 3 times. Oh my gosh, I can't read. Sorry guys, it's been a long week. I had to get up once during the game and pace. I think there was about 4 minutes left, but it was just a crazy game. No one ever had a massive lead. It was very interesting from the start to finish.
Stephen Pearl told us afterwards that he knew it would be, and it's always a rock fight when you play those guys. And that's what it was early on. I told you that Auburn is such a better basketball team than Mississippi State, but that they were dragging them early on in the game in the first half into their style of play. And, just really making everyone's life miserable. A lot of contact. They were letting them play. Nothing was easy. But Auburn, even in that rock fight, tied it up 31-31 at the half. And I thought that was huge. And when they made it 57-56, Auburn up only 1 on Mississippi State's 7-0 run. I thought it was so huge. And I talked to Dylan Cardwell about this. Bruce used his next to last time out. And that's a gamble at that point in the game. I forget how much time was up, but it felt like it was about 9-10 minutes left in the game. And they made it 57-56. Maybe it was a little less than that. Bruce uses that timeout, and I was like, this is a big moment in the game. And they come out of that timeout, and Auburn goes on their own 6-0 run and sort of put the game away. Dylan with those 2 dunks at that point, I think you were pacing then. Dylan got his 2 dunks, and that's where I thought Auburn put the game away.
Okay, I'm gonna get Richard just had an interesting statement or questioning statement, but I wanted to ask a question. I couldn't really hear very well in the locker room, but you asked Dylan about. You said you used the word or term rock fight. What did he describe it as?
I said, was it like a rock fight or a gang fight or a street fight? And he was like, it's like, this is the way he said it. It's like that, derby. What is that derby? And I said, demolition derby. He's like, yeah, demolition derby. And you got that sound up, and we'll send it out a little bit later on. But when we were talking in D.C., he described it as a demolition derby. So basically, for those people, I'm friends with everybody. CC, with Big D.C., it's a demolition derby. For those that don't know, you have 8 cars, and you start running around the field like we're in right here, banging into each other's cars, and the last car standing wins that can still move, and that's what he described the game like.
Okay, back to Richard's comment. Recent bracketology projection on ESPN has Bama versus Samford. Oh, and we had talked about this, or y'all talked about this on the show multiple times prior to us leaving to come to Nashville, just about how, the possibility of an Auburn-Samford or Alabama-Samford matchup.
Lance was the first to bring it up on the show because the committee historically likes to do that kind of thing. Kentucky, Louisville stopped playing for years. They didn't play each other in basketball, Louisville and Kentucky. But I think it was the 80s that the committee made them play each other in the NCAA tournament in round 2. They put them against easy wins, and then they advanced out and they had to play each other. It happens all the time. Former coaches have to play, places they used to be or former, rivals. And they do that. So very easily you could see Samford having to play Alabama. Richard, I'd like to know, was it a 5-12 or was it a 4-13 matchup? I have not looked on bracketology yet, but it would not surprise me if Alabama got stuck with Samford. And by the way, I don't think it'd be a good thing.
That's what.
Because Alabama's not big on the inside, and neither is Samford. A team like Auburn or a team like Florida. 4-13. Yeah. Like if Alabama holds on the 4 line, that's going to surprise me a little bit at this point. If so, I think they would be the end of the 4 line, and Samford could be the top of the 13 line. I could see Samford being a 12, though. I really could.
Do you think Auburn fans, if it was to end up being an in-state matchup for Samford, Alabama, Auburn, who would you be, if you were an Auburn fan or Alabama fan, like what fan would you be more worried as if you had to play Samford?
Oh, I would 100% be more worried if I was an Alabama fan because of the inside game. Now, in that scenario, you would if you would like to occasionally do a player prop, you would put a lot of money on Pringle and Grant Nelson to have big games on the inside, right? And because that would be the plan at that point, get to the rim. I think Janai and Jalen and Dylan would just have a field day because Ashore of Samford is 6'9". He's sort of their height, at 6'9". So that's where it would be a mismatch if Florida, who's got a bunch of size, or somebody like that is playing a Samford. But Alabama, not big on the inside, they sort of play a perimeter game, and that plays right into buckyball. So I think it would be more dangerous for Alabama. And I just don't think Alabama's playing their best basketball at this point in the season.
Have you heard an update on Latrell Wrightsell after I think he tweaked his knee? Was it what happened yesterday?
Yeah, I was doing the game on the Alabama radio network and followed him back to the locker room. He was in tremendous pain, trying to put weight on it. And then when he came off back onto the court, he got on the bike and really couldn't do a lot on the bike. They put a lot of, I'll use the word ointment, but a lot of, I guess, icy hot type stuff, but it wasn't in a labeled bottle. So black market icy hot.
No sponsorship.
On that knee, and he was in a lot of pain. And before he left the court at the end of the game, it was iced up. So trying to prevent the swelling.
But no
you never know about an ACL or an MCL, but it was his right knee, and that is a concern moving forward. Yeah.
Okay, I had a question, and I don't know. You have the stats pulled up. So Mississippi State full game, they shot 15 threes. Is that right?
Yeah.
Total. Okay, so I thought about this. I think it was halfway-ish through the second half, and I either read something or heard it around us, someone talking about they just weren't taking a lot of threes. Do you think that they were intentionally doing that to try and get fouled? Because at the start of the game, you said yourself, they can't play defense. Everything was getting called.
Yeah. They are not I don't think of them as a three-point shooting team. They got one guy. Hubbard is such a great three-point shooter. He shot 8 3-pointers, 8 of their 15. He only hit 1. And that's a testament to whoever was guarding him on any given time for Auburn. That's the best thing about Auburn. They're able to run so many more bodies at you. Chad Baker-Mazara was in foul trouble today. But by the way Auburn plays, you never really notice that. Janai got a couple early, had to sit a lot on the bench in the first half. But they are able to run almost a like person out. Like Janai's in trouble, or needs a break, there goes Dylan. Chad Baker-Mazara's in trouble. Well, here goes, pick somebody. Cheney or Denver or somebody else is running into the game. So they have so many like parts that I don't think Auburn can get into foul trouble. And they were able to run people off of guys like Hubbard today, keep a fresh body on them. And I thought it really caught up with Hubbard. I mean, that's 3 games in 3 days. The legs are gone. He's 1 of 8 from 3. Auburn's defense and tired legs. I thought Mississippi State played a great game, just to only lose 73-66. Auburn's a much better basketball team than Mississippi State, in my opinion.
Well, and we talked about this, I think, yesterday after the game, but Stephen Pearls brought it up, and he said that he thinks that will be one of their strengths down the stretch, especially when it comes to tournament play, is their depth, because their legs will be a little fresher than a lot of opponents, because a lot of other teams aren't rotating 10, 11 guys.
That's right. And Auburn does, and they've done it all year. It's nothing new. So they're very, very comfortable with that. I think that'll be huge for Auburn. TV timeouts are longer in the NCAA tournament. So teams with shorter benches aren't as much pressure as it is during the regular season. But sometimes you get an officiating crew that can get big guys in foul trouble. So I think that helps Auburn that they can't get in foul trouble.
All right, let's get another comment. Let's see here. Troy said, I don't know who I'd rather tomorrow. I guess who I'd rather see. Taylor and Bradford's game, but Florida absolutely beat our eyes out. Who do you think is the better, for me as an Auburn fan, who should I want to win this game? I mean, I would say...
Well, I would say Texas A&M, because Florida's a better basketball team than Texas A&M. Now, Florida also lost to Vandy and struggled with Georgia, and then they beat Alabama handily last night because it's a bad matchup for Alabama. They rallied to make it 48-42 at the half. Texas A&M, this is what they do. They struggle during the regular season, and Buzz gets them ready for the tournament. But I don't, I think Florida has better basketball players than Texas A&M does. So if I was Auburn wanting an easier path to the championship, I would rather Texas A&M pull off the upset.
I'm pretty sure, I should have looked this up before I say it, but this is a safe place, so I'll just say it. I'm pretty sure that I read something that said Auburn's last, I don't even want to say this now because I'm going to jinx everything, but I started, so now I have to continue. I'm pretty sure the last time Auburn won an SEC championship was the year that they made it to the Final Four. Can you confirm or deny that? Am I hallucinating?
Well, what year did they go to the SEC championship? I mean, the Final Four?
2019.
No, they've won.
2019, because I was a freshman.
Didn't they win the SEC tournament?
We had the postseason ban. I think the year after, it was like a COVID year. I think the year after was a COVID. It got canceled because of COVID, and then I think we had 1 year SEC or postseason ban, and then we lost in the first game.
No, I think you won the SEC tournament.
Okay, Troy says you're right. Auburn's last tournament championship was the last Final Four. Auburn won the SEC tournament. Oh, wait. I don't know. I should have not brought this up until I knew what I was talking about.
No. I'll find out.
But I'm pretty sure, I think I read that, or maybe, I don't know. I may have just made that up. All right, let's see.
But it seems like Alabama or Auburn has won a string of championships here, so I thought Auburn's was in the tournament.
Let's
Keep
see.
going. I'll find the answer there. We'll come back.
Let's see. Oh, I'll talk about autographs. Let me talk about autographs real quick.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Oh, they lost to Tennessee in championship game 1 year. I don't know. Okay, Dunaway's finding out if... Okay, Auburn won 2019, Matthew says. So that was the Final Four year. I know 2019 was the Final Four year. I just can't remember the outcome of the...
Auburn's last SEC tournament championship was 2019.
Okay, so... Yeah, so that would be right. Okay. So that's just a little nugget of information that I wanted to share. I wasn't really sure if it was accurate, but Dunaway has confirmed. The chats. I was trying to. Sorry, I'm getting distracted.
You were going to talk about autograph for a second.
Oh, autograph. Yeah. So okay, autograph. If you haven't already, we've told you all about it a few times before. But if you're new, or if you've missed it, go to your app store right now and download the autograph app. And when you register, it'll ask you for your email, and it will ask you for a code. The code is TNR for the next round, and once you download that, you'll get free access, immediate access to content, video content, podcasts, articles for any team that you root for. You can find, I read Auburn stuff on there. Dunaway reads Alabama stuff.
Well, I just happen to be logged into Alabama right now.
Oh, you just so happen.
Yeah. Top listens, top stories, YouTube's, Fan Zone. It's just nonstop. Just nonstop content right there. Autograph out.
Yeah, so download that right now. And you can... Oh my gosh, sorry.
They're flying your mouth?
Sorry, y'all, there was a bug. Yeah, or not in my mouth, it just flew. I thought I was about to hit my eye. I'm sorry, I'm not doing good at driving this. This is probably causing Dunaway a heart attack right now.
No,
okay,
no.
Landmine Believer would rather have Texas A&M. They can't shoot. Florida has elite guards like Bama, and they have good inside players. I'm picking Florida to go to the Final Four in my bracket.
I do. Landmine Believer and I think a lot alike. I don't know if I'll have to see the matchups on how far I think Florida will go, but I think Todd Golden is one of the up-and-coming young coaches. Florida's lucky to have him, and I like the way they mix inside and outside guard play. And their guards may be the best guards, in the SEC. They're in the discussion.
Who said that? Someone.
Oh, I don't know. I thought I just said it myself. I thought I was the first person to say that. Somebody else said that too?
No, I'm pretty sure. I think maybe it was Stephen Pearl. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, you're going to a lot of Stephen Pearl quotes.
Yeah, because he comes on the show
I know.
every week.
I know.
Is it halftime of this game?
It is.
Okay, and score update. I think
it's 48-42 Texas A&M.
And Texas A&M's going to get knocked. They're looking more dangerous than they were.
It's that time of year. They'll be in the tournament now, so they played their way into the NCAA tournament. Another reason why you would want to play Texas A&M tomorrow is because that would be another day of game for them. It would be their fourth game in 4 days. That's hard to do.
Yeah, and Deb, we will be out. We've got a one of many. So do you think I'm gonna flip to the NCAA tournament really quick?
Okay.
Because this is something I've wondered about myself.
Good time to plug Uncorked.
Oh my gosh, yeah, guys. So I started a YouTube channel, which is under our Disrupt Media family. It is called Uncorked. I'm going to be doing a lot of different things on there, but one of the things I'll be doing is mailbag, some Auburn reaction. But yeah, go subscribe and check it out. It is getting started, and there will be a lot more. Oh, and I'm going to do travel vlogs.
Yeah.
Like at the end of this trip, I'll make a video of just a bunch of random things, some things that you may not have seen posted on the next round. So.
And you've got a big trip coming up this summer that was part of your travel vlogs, right?
Yes, I'm going on a trip to Europe later this summer. So, or it's not something like that, but later this year. So that will all be on there as well. But now I forgot my question.
That's literally the main reason I'm following Uncorked is for the trip to Europe.
It should be. I'm very excited. My family from Arizona is coming, so it should be fun. I'm very excited. Oh my God! Wait, I'm back. Okay, I can't go back to that yet. We can touch on it at the end, but I don't want to forget. Winning conference championships. I wonder if is there a statistic of like how many national champions have won their conference tournament? Like, is there a correlation between winning your conference tournament and winning the NCAA tournament?
The chat room can help me. I think there is a belief that conference championship winners don't go on to win the national championship. Like, if you win the conference tournament, that somehow I don't think it correlates that you win your conference tournament and you go on to be the best team even from your conference in the NCAA tournament.
Okay, because that's what I was kind of thinking about. Is, for example, I mean, think about Alabama, think about Kentucky, think about Tennessee. They're all very good team. Or I don't know what's happening with Alabama right now, but like, they all have potential to be very good. Kentucky and Tennessee have proven that. And when they get bounced early from a tournament like this, I feel like they kind of have a chip on their shoulder heading into the postseason. After winning any year, and this year Auburn and whoever they play, whoever wins, like, do you get a sense of satisfaction after winning that? Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, Is your motivation as high as it would be if there was an upset and you're like, okay, we need to prove ourselves?
Well, you've only got a chance to win 3 championships when the season starts.
Right.
The SEC regular season, the SEC tournament, and the NCAA championship. And there's only 3 championships, and Auburn didn't win the regular season. Tennessee did. So they got a chance to win a trophy, to be a championship team tomorrow here in Nashville. So forget anything else. You take a championship and you can get it. I know Alabama fans probably don't think last year's SEC regular season and SEC tournament championship matters because they felt like they were disappointed with only making it to the Sweet 16. But I think that's a great year when you win an SEC championship or SEC tournament. Did that guy just fall?
Oh my gosh, y'all, I'm sorry, but there's a guy skateboarding on his hands, or in a handstand, and he just busted his ass. And I just saw that on my peripheral vision, and sorry for that, but
I was expecting to turn around and see some fight or some woman that fallen down drunk.
I think he's drunk.
Just a skateboarder. I would imagine skateboarders are used to falling.
Yeah, but I don't know. That looks like it could have been bad. I was expecting like a dislocated elbow, but continue. I'm sorry.
So win a championship, and that's what we talked to the players about that. You see that in our player interviews. But I asked them both, a couple of them, Janai and Dylan, I think, or Janai and Jalen, about just winning a championship, what that would mean. And Jalen said he had the COVID year, he got canceled, and they haven't won one. So he always wanted to win one. He said he dreamed about it when he was little, so he's excited about it.
Let's see. Oh, okay. This is something that I feel like I've read and heard all season long. Land my believer. I lay in my bed at night and fall asleep to dreams of how good this team would be if Bediako didn't make a terrible decision. I'm gonna say I'm gonna share a little funny story, or something funny that I read when Alabama was revealing their retro uniforms earlier this season. I can't remember when it was, but before the first game. The amount of comments that I saw before it was a teasing, they were teasing it on Twitter, and they just opened the box. It was a big light, and then the players freaked out. And the amount of people that commented and said, "I would hope it's Bediako." Was
Bediako's coming out of the box.
Yeah.
I hope Bediako's coming out of the box.
But how different do you think this team would be if Bediako had stayed?
I think he's injured with a torn ligament right now in the G League or wherever he went. So, they would be what they are if he'd have played and just torn that ligament while in college. But if he was healthy and he's played all year, they are potential SEC regular season champions like they were last year. I think the guard play is they don't have a Brandon Miller, but I think as a unit, the guard play maybe is a little bit better without Quinterly. I like what Estrada brings. I think Sears is better than he was last year. They just don't have that stopper inside that allows you to be a little bit more aggressive defensively. Somebody to clean up your mistake if somebody dribbles past you or you blow an assignment. Bediako was the ultimate rim protector, and having that, I think it would be a different basketball team. I think they'd be SEC champions.
Like tournament or
regular season. But I don't know what that means because they had Bediako last year and Brandon Miller and got beat in the Sweet 16. So it's hard to win a national championship, but I think with what we saw this year, I think that it would have instantly made everyone else look like they were better defensively.
Jeff is saying that Auburn is a projected 3 seed in the South as of 3 o'clock. What do y'all think? What do we think? What do you think?
I told Hokinson I thought they could be a 3 seed, especially if they win the championship here tomorrow. And I've said even before the tournament started, I thought Auburn was ahead of Alabama on the seeding, even though some of them were not showing up that way. I think yesterday during the next round, Brown was reading me Jerry Palm, who had Bama 4 and Auburn 5. And, we spent a lot of time during football season talking about eye test. And at this point, when I look at the eye test, Auburn is about a seed better than Alabama. And so if Auburn's a 4, I think Alabama's a 5. If Auburn's a 3, I think Alabama's a 4. So, does it really matter a 3 or 4 or 4 or 5? Well, it does when you get further down the line, right? Sweet 16 games. But early on, I think there's a big difference in the 3-14 matchup as opposed to a 4-13, right? 3-14, 4-13.
We did this yesterday.
I did this yesterday. I need to write it. I need it tattooed on my hand. So the 5s play the 12, upsets all the time. 4s and the 13s, sometimes upsets. 3s and the 14s, not as many. 2s and the 15s, rarely. 1s and the 16s, twice ever. Yeah.
Which is crazy. Has the second half of this game started?
Not yet.
Not yet.
We're at the party in the park.
We are at the party in the park.
But we will. We'll call it quits when it cranks back up.
I think someone was asking about tomorrow where we will be. It might have timed out. I can't remember who asked, but the game's at noon. Correct me if I'm wrong.
It is at noon.
Okay, so we probably will just be in the arena before the game starts.
We will be at the arena. We set courtside. So if you're talking about, I didn't see the comment, if you're talking about wanting to say hi or anything, had a couple people shout us out today. Always enjoy that. We'll be courtside, so yell at us. Pre-game, we'll, be doing our thing before noon. We did reverse Tiger Walk today. We may go do that tomorrow.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, at the Western, we'll be at reverse Tiger Walk. Probably at 10 o'clock again. They'll probably do it exactly the same way. Had a huge crowd there. Tell people, it's on our platform, but if you missed it, go check it out. But tell people what the hotel folks at the Western were saying.
So the Tiger Walk had ended, and the team, the cheerleaders, all of those, the people with the university had walked out to get on the bus. And at that point, it was just kind of a cluster of the fans trying to, it was some people standing around talking, but the majority of people were trying to get out and leave. And so I'm just standing there kind of waiting for the path to clear. And one of the employees at the hotel walked up, and I could tell that she was frazzled. And I was like, have you ever seen anything like this before? And she was like, this is the craziest thing that I've ever seen. She was like, I'm trying to find the employees, or not the employees, my coworkers, the other employees at the hotel, and I cannot find them anywhere because they were just, it was a little chaotic because there were also Kentucky fans. There were also fans of other teams staying there that were trying to maneuver around the crowd that was around the door.
Right.
So it was a little hectic, but yeah, we'll be out and about. But if you're planning on coming to the game and would like to say hello, you can shoot us a DM on Twitter and let us know when you get here in the morning, and we'll try and make our rounds and come say hi to whoever's here.
Just pulling up the latest bracketology. Texas A&M is already their last 4 byes, so they're well into the tournament now. Hard to fall out of the last 4 byes out of the tournament. And so that means the SEC is going to end up getting 8. And I was just going to scroll down and see if I can find Auburn. There's Auburn right there.
That's Akron.
Akron. Okay, that's Akron. Probably should have brought my glasses.
Do you want me to look?
Yeah,
here.
why don't you look?
Let's
switch shots.
You're better at that.
Did you just call me old in front of everybody?
No.
Yeah.
For
But you did.
the worker, the credential lady did the other day.
Yeah, she did. We had fun with that. So, beautiful day here weather-wise in Nashville. Sunny and 70. Hope it's good back home. It doesn't zoom in like it should. Yeah.
With south. So this is projecting Auburn to be a 4 seed playing VCU in Pittsburgh, and then they would, if they won, they would play the winner of South Florida and Wisconsin.
Yeah.
And then on the other side of their bracket, which is who they would meet in the round of 16, I believe,
Yep.
would be the 4 teams are Colorado State, FAU, UC Davis, and Houston. And they would be playing in Memphis. So right now they're projected to play in Pittsburgh against VCU.
What about Alabama? Can you find that?
Yeah,
Have you
I
ever
just
been to
saw it.
Pittsburgh?
No.
Could you be going there next week?
Maybe. We'll have to see that. We'll have to see about that.
I've been to Pittsburgh once for the National League Championship Series, Reds and Pirates, 1990, I believe. I was there for that.
How was that? Oh, wait, I have Alabama.
How old were you in 1990?
-9. Or negative, yeah. I was born in 99, so negative, yeah.
-9. Yep.
Alabama is also projected to be a 4 seed playing in the West. They would play Samford in their first game. If they won that, they would play the winner of Grand Canyon and BYU. And then on the other side of the bracket, they would be playing in Salt Lake City. I don't know if I mentioned that. And then on the who they could potentially meet in the round of 16 is Texas, Northwestern, North Carolina, and then Wagner and Howard right now are projected to be battling for the 16 seed.
Yeah, Samford is and listen, Lenardi gets a lot right. Matchups are usually not the one thing he gets right, but if that was the case, BYU is a horrible matchup for Alabama.
And Grand Canyon, probably.
Wow. There you
Well,
go.
I mean-
Shot at Alabama.
I said Grand Canyon.
It's BYU's a bad matchup for Grand Canyon.
Yeah, that's who they're projected to play in the first
I
round.
thought you were saying Grand Canyon was also a bad matchup for Alabama.
No,
Yeah.
you're so sensitive.
I thought
about your team.
your Michelob Ultra was
Yeah.
starting to
It's still,
to
I
get
still
to
have
you.
some left. Let's see if we have any. Didn't Auburn barely beat South Florida last year? Is that who they played in Birmingham? No, they played. Wait.
UCF, right? Was it UCF? They played Houston and lost in the round of 32, so you really wouldn't want to be in the same side of the bracket with Houston again.
And they would meet them in the Sweet 16,
Yeah.
according to the projections that we were just looking at.
Good time to tell them about the selection show tomorrow. 4:55 Central Time. We'll be on the air. I don't know exactly where everybody will be. There's a chance, I guess, that I'm still here in Nashville. Or we're still here in Nashville for the selection show.
Yeah, we need to just figure that out.
Yeah, how we're going to do that. And then Brown may be hosting at the studio, or LT's going to be at the Homewood Block Party. Brown may be down at the Homewood Block Party now, maybe anchoring the show from there and in Nashville. We'll figure all that out later today. Ryan, if you're watching this right now, text us after the show.
Okay, we're about to plug up to a power source.
Okay, well, we need to shut it down anyway. They've started the second half. Auburn fans want to go watch and see who they're playing, how that game comes out. So thank you to Autograph. You guys are awesome. It's been fun getting to know you guys this week. We look forward to doing other things in the future with you. Autograph is the app. You can get it in your app store. It is absolutely free. Tom Brady's part of the ownership group. Just use the promo code TNR. Autograph is the app. Get all the content of your favorite team. It's a college sports app. It just feeds you every story, every podcast, every post game you want to see, all right there. The Autograph app. Download it for free. Email your email address and the promo code TNR. Give them a what do you guys say? It's not Roll Tide. What is it? It's
War Eagle.
give them a good.
Don't always
word.
said that in the locker room earlier. Don't let him fool you.
Did I really too?
Yes, you read it.
Oh, I
on the
read a
radio.
sign.
Yeah, but you didn't. I don't know how you replied to a comment on that. Okay, guys, I think that's wrapping it up.
That is wrapping it up.
Okay, well, we are going to watch the rest of the game, figure out who Auburn plays tomorrow.
You get to spend some time with your friends finally. She's staying at her friend's house, and how much have you seen them?
I have not seen them once, and I've been sleeping in their home under their roof. We've had some early morning. Well, she left for work. We're on different schedules, I would say. But yeah, I'm going to see her today finally after I've been sleeping in her house for 2 nights, 3 nights.
She's solo, or she got a roommate, or
Yeah, she has a roommate.
Yeah.
I went to high school with them.
both of them? Were they Vestavia soccer players? No.
Dancers.
Yeah, dancers. Yeah, how about that? I will be. I don't know what I'll do tonight. maybe Mechanical Bull tattoo night. You won't be there. Don't get excited.
Who said?
I'll send you a picture. I've gotten the okay from the wife to get a second tattoo though. So.
Okay, guys, stay tuned because Dunaway might be getting another tattoo tonight, and if he does, I will be there.
You will not.
To document it.
Nope, it'll be a surprise tomorrow.
Okay, well, come back tomorrow to see if Dunaway gets a tattoo. But y'all have a good rest of your day, and follow us on social media because we will have more stuff being sent out from the game and post-game locker room. So stay tuned. We will see you all tomorrow. War Eagle.
And
War Eagle.
And good night, everybody.